Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara back with another video. This is a video short. Let me tell you, people, you need to be mindful of those mobile phones that you're using, especially the smartphones and the smart computers and also your smart television. In actual fact, let me just say just about every smart piece of technology that's out there, you need to be aware of it, because guess what? The smart technology is monitoring you. It's watching every single thing that you do, everywhere you go, everything that you purchase. You don't believe me? Go into a supermarket and you can see cameras everywhere. And these cameras, what do you think they're doing there? You think they're just there to try and catch thieves? Do you think that, really? You see these cameras, they're there and they're watching you and they're watching your biometrics. That means that they're scanning your body. They're looking at your eyes. They're looking at your gait. That's the way you walk. They're looking at your profile. They're looking at the things that you pick up in the shop and you buy, that you purchase. They're watching to see if you're using digital lies currency. That is, when I say digitalized currency, they're watching to see if you're using cards or whether you're using cash. And then they follow you and watch you getting into your car. And then as you're driving down the road, you've got cameras up everywhere. And not only that, now you've got 5G technology, which came in 2020. And the way that came in was quite clandestine. It was quite sly. It was clandestine. Why wasn't these things being put up during the daytime? They were being put up at night. At night when everyone's in their bed. And during 2020, when everybody was locked down, when everybody had to stay indoors. Now these devices are starting to take control of our lives. It's like we can't do without them. We sleep with these devices. First thing we reach out for in the morning is our smartphones. Not all of us, because I don't. I don't reach out for no smartphone first thing in the morning. Some people got the smartphone on them all night, watching videos and games and playing games till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then wonder why they can't sleep. And the blue lights on these devices are keeping you awake. The blue light, go and check out the blue lights on these devices, because it's affecting your cardio rhythm. Your cardio rhythm. You see, at night, our brains are supposed to be flooded with melanin or melatonin. And this melatonin helps us to sleep, and we have a cardio rhythm. Okay? Now, because you're watching games on your phone or on your computer, the blue lights is affecting your sleeping pattern. It's affecting your sleeping mood. Some people now are starting to suffer from insomnia. There's been a rise in insomnia. And it's not just in the UK or the USA. This is worldwide. Why are so many people now suffering from insomnia? It's because of the blue light. The blue light is messing around with your pineal gland. And it's messing around with your melatonin. Your melatonin is supposed to be there to secrete your brain at night, to put you into a mode of sleep. But instead, it's activating our minds. The phones, that is activating our minds. You see, the phones are also taking so much information from us. It's like we're becoming androids. It's like the phones attach to us. attached to our being. I watch some people when they're going to cross the road, and instead of looking around to see if there's a car coming or if there's somebody behind them, they just step straight off the curb into the road. And then they think. They don't think first and then act. They act first and then they think. This is the reverse way around to the way that things are supposed to be. They act first and then they think. We are becoming dumbed down by this technology. This technology has its uses. It has its uses, and I'm not against it, but not to the point where it starts to take over our lives. Not to the point where it starts to take over our existence. Not to the point where it knows more about you than you know about yourself. You see, when you go onto your computers or you turn on your phones and you go to look for a certain program, even before you touch the keys, it seems to know what you're doing, what you're going to be looking at. How does it know this? Because it's watching and it's been monitoring the things that you've been doing. So it knows you better than you know yourself. You turn on your computer and you think about something, you haven't even touched the keys yet. And then as soon as you're just about to go into a program, the computers are ready, thoughts before you, what you're going to be looking for, what you're going to be looking at. It may be something on Amazon that you're looking at. It may be a game. It may be clothes. It may be shoes. But the computer programmers are ready, sussed out what it is that you are going to be looking at, what you're searching for. Even some of the films that you're interested in, it knows before you do what you're gonna do. How is this? Because as I say, these things, they never sleep. They're watching you 24/7. And even when your phone is off, it's not really off. It's still recording you. Even when you think that your phone is off, it's still recording you. You don't believe me? Go check it out. You see that little red light? When you turn off when you turn your light off at night, you see that little light, a little red light? It's recording you. So you might be walking around naked. That's right, you might be walking around naked. You may be in the middle of a sexual act. This technology knows exactly what you like. It knows your taste. It knows everything about you more than you do about yourself. Trust what I'm telling you. And we're falling in love with these things. And you see, things were meant to be used and we were meant to be loved. But guess what? Guess what? It's now the reverse way around. We were meant to be loved and things were meant to be used. But things are being used and we are not being loved. People, these things are sucking the life force out of us. You ever walk away from your computer sometimes and you feel totally exhausted? Totally exhausted. It saps your strength because these things are soul catchers. Every day it's ebbing and taking away a little bit more of your soul. It's taking away a little bit more of your soul every day. It's drawing out all of your energy, all of your emotions, all of your faults, and it's been synced up with something much bigger. And your information, when it goes up to the clouds, where do you think that information goes? Do you think it just stays there? They say that the clouds are there for extra storage. But what is actually happening with this information? Who is using this information and what they're using it for? In the next 10 years, human beings will no longer be human beings. We're slowly turning into batteries. Do you think that's air that you're breathing? Think again. Do you think that's air that you're breathing? We are starting to live in this artificial constructed world, this artificially constructed reality. I would rather live in an organic society than this artificially constructed insanity. There's a guy, and his name was Poet Juvenal, a Roman poet, and his name was Juvenal. And he said, give the people bread and circuses. Why? Because if you give the people bread and circuses, we're talking about the government now. Give the people bread and circuses, you can distract them. You're appeasing the public. Give them bread and circuses. Whilst they're looking over there and watching all this entertainment. And the life force has been sucked out of them. Over there on the other side, the government is making their plans. They're making their plans. And guess what? If you don't make a plan for yourself, guess what? They got a plan for you. Do you hear me? If you don't have a plan for yourself, they have a plan for you. There's some people now starting to wake up to the great deception that's happening. And let me also say this. You see TV, tell lies visually. That's what the TV does. It tells lies visually. And then you got government. Government are supposed to be there for you, the people, to represent you. But they're doing nothing but governing your mental. That's what government means, to govern your mental. And they have libraries. And libraries are where their lies are buried. Where their lies are buried. We've been told so many things that's supposed to be factual. And they're not factual. Have you ever noticed when you watch the news late night, and it goes around in a loop, and it keeps going around in a loop, and it keeps going around in a loop? Why do you think this is? I'll tell you why. Because they say, make the lie big, keep it simple, and keep looping it, and eventually the lie will become the truth. The Nazis during the Second World War, they done this. This is one of the propaganda instruments. Make the lie big, make it simple, and loop it. Keep it in a loop. And eventually, people will start to believe the lie. But there's people now, as I say, they're starting to slowly wake up to the bull that's going on right now. We have to be diligent, people. This is a new time. It's a new era. If you don't want to become a battery, if you don't want to become an android, you better start waking up and start pushing back. Stop watching your television, your computers. Stop using your smartphone to the early hours of the morning. That blue light is not doing you any good. It is sucking out your soul. And as I say again, remember this, that your devices is sucking out the life force out of you. This is Eldad Amara with another video. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Wake up, people. Wake up. Because some of you still got your eyes wide shut when your eyes should be wide open. Thank you.